It is Wednesday. That means it's time for this week's Weather Wednesday. And we're talking about the effects of heat and humidity on the body with Tevian Whitehurst.
With all the hot and muggy days we've been seeing this past summer, if you stepped outside, did you ever find yourself saying, it's not just the heat, it's the humidity? Well, that's actually a bit of a half-true statement. We're talking about the heat index this week, which is a combination of both of those things, your temperature and your relative humidity, okay? We like to call it the feel-like temperature because, well, that's what it feels like when you're stepping out the door, and humidity makes your body feel hotter. So let's break down the science behind that. So this is your body on a hot day, right? Normally, when you get hot, you start to sweat, and when that sweat evaporates, that's what actually cools your body back down to normal. But on a high humidity day, there's a lot of moisture in the air, which almost creates a bubble around you, so that even when you do start sweating, that rate of evaporation is a lot slower, and you're still going to continue to get hotter. Now, if you don't do anything about it, like drinking water, that's when we start to get into some dangerous territory. You could even start to feel heat exhaustion. That's when you start to get faint, sweat excessively, your body could get clammy. So in moments like these, you need to make sure you're drinking your water, maybe even take a cold shower to cool you down. But if none of those things work, then we get into even more dangerous territory, heat stroke. That's when you can start to get that throbbing headache. You're not sweating at all at that point, and your body starts rising in temperature almost to fevers, like 103 degrees, and you could even lose consciousness. That is the time period that you go in and call the police to make sure that you are going to make sure that you're keeping yourself safe. Now, when it comes to these heat index values, they obviously increase in temperature, and the higher you go and the longer you spend outside in those temperatures, the more likely you are to start to feel those effects. So make sure you're drinking your water and staying safe this summer.
Tavian, thank you. And if you have a weather question, all you need to do is text us 865-637-1010. That is the number, and our weather team will answer them in our Weather Wednesday segment.